All right, we are here with another Cat's Corner with Peter Nielsen. How you doing, Peter?
I'm good. I'm good, Nick. It's
And
good to
this
be
is
back on the
our
show,
is
man.
this our second one, our second Cat's Corner? We've only done one,
It
right?
is. Yep.
So, uh, real quick, Pete's with Cat Security. They're making the shields. Pete, kind of dive in. What's new with you guys?
We got a lot of new things that started coming around. So we just got back from a conference in Chicago that was an international automotive theft prevention conference, and so we met with um, a lot of the crime detectives in the automotive theft departments in various precincts across the nation. We picked up a lot of good contacts from anywhere from NYPD down to the Houston PD, Austin PD, Dallas PD, and a lot of places in between. And the people when they see our product, it's an instant just like, oh man, that's such a great solution. And so that was a really good conference to attend. And I'm now just following up with people as I can because we had a huge influx of, hey, how can we get your product in the hands of our consumers? So that's been our biggest thing. Oh, actually, it may not be our biggest thing because we have some news regarding Honda CRV
Okay,
that we have a new product launch coming out here within the next 7-8 days.
and that's for the Honda CRV.
Honda CRV.
So I assume there's a lot more to making these shields than a lot of people realize. You have to make sure, do you have to go through some process with the manufacturer or a third party to make sure it doesn't overheat anything? Is there any of that going on? You know?
So yeah, I'll kind of give you our process on what we do here. So we do a three-dimensional CAD design scan underneath the car. So we look for any possible place that we can build around a catalytic converter. With Honda CRV, I think this is one of our neatest products yet. I said that when Tacoma and 4Runner and those came out, I'm like, oh, that's cool. But I really like the CRV design because it uses existing, and most of our products do, by the way, use existing factory holes and frame
Okay.
channels or frame rails
I didn't know
to
that.
mount to.
Got it.
That's one of the reasons that our product is so good is because it looks and fits as if it came from the factory.
Got it. That's
And
awesome.
so, yeah, with CRV, and by we, I did a lot of taking my head and sticking it under Honda CRV from 2002 clear up to 2022, and I got a lot of really neat information on that. And as far as a manufacturing standpoint, we have one common bracket that will fit between all the model years, so that will help us keep a cost efficiency between the different model years. And then we're going to have we have to come out with two different versions of CRV. The first one we're coming out with right now will fit 2004 to 2009, and it should fit actually up to 2011. I have to do some more test fitting with that, but I definitely will. I'm like 95% sure it's going to work. And then in the 2013 model year, Honda made the CRV a little bit different, so we have to change the box a little bit, but it's not too bad to where we can't come out with something pretty quick and get CRV owners taken care of here. So, but it's a nice product. It bolts right into place, very easy.
What is your next car? What's the next vehicle you're going to be working on?
So we've got two that we're trying to come out with at the same time. One is a little bit closer in its progress than the other one, and it's for a Toyota Tacoma 4-cylinder, the 2.7 liter inline four. That's believe it or not, a huge target for a lot of theft. And then Ford F-150. We've been
that'll be a big one. So
pounded by the Ford crowd to say, "Yo, what's going on here?" And we're like, okay. Yep. So, and it's also a big ticket item for us. And then right on top of that, we do have Chevrolet products that we're going to be coming out with as well. So
I told you. I know. I told you, you make one for a Chevy Silverado. I'm going to film it, put it on. I'm going to do it myself, and I'm not very mechanical. So I'm going to do it myself and get it on there. And I want one of your products on my truck when you get it.
100%.
So
Are you the type of guy that changes your own brakes? Do you do your own brake jobs? Or could
What's
you
that?
if you needed to?
I
Could
could
you
I
do
could
your
watch I could watch a YouTube video and do it. I've done it. It's been
Okay.
a long time, but I have to watch that YouTube video 22 times. But I'll
That's
get it
what
done.
that's what I tell people is if you can change your own brake pads, you can more than likely install
Yeah,
the car.
I have done it. It's been a few years since I've done that, but I can do that. And I can do an oil change and I can do the simple stuff. So I think I'll be all right. But I'm excited for that. I'm excited to hear that you're releasing some for those trucks. That's gonna be big up here in Idaho.
Yes.
There's a lot of people with Tacomas. There's a lot of people with F-150s. Um, you mentioned that the Tacomas get hit pretty hard on the theft.
Mhm.
Are you guys going? Obviously, with the Prius, we know those have a valuable cat. Anyone in the cat world.
Mhm.
So unfortunately, those have been a target to some of these thieves. Were you initially going after the high theft cars? Is how you guys started it to pick the ones with the most theft?
Yeah, and our strategy has internally changed a little bit. But initially, what we did is I had created a form on our website that says, "Hey, you don't see what we have listed here. What do you have?" And the response that we got back was just astronomical, and it was very heavy Toyota and Honda based. And so that has been um, our initial what do you call it?
Yeah, and that makes sense.
Route.
Mm-hmm.
So we've done well in that realm, but now it's time where we have consistent and steady and growing sales. We can say, okay, look, we've really got to branch out here. Where can we go and get more coverage? And so it's an ongoing thing.
Awesome. You kind of mentioned the VIN etching thing. You guys still sponsor some of those VIN etching programs?
We do, and in fact, when we were at this event in Chicago, we came across a place in Colorado called CAPTA, and what they are is they are specifically based around automotive theft prevention, and they're a private state-run entity that helps get out products to automotive repair shops to help with different types of auto theft prevention. One of their things that they had was a acid etching
I saw that at SEMA last year. Is that the same company?
I haven't made the tie to know if they're the exact same company or not. One of those companies offers like a kickback, a rebate, a warranty that we've been working with them on.
That's the one I met. I met the guys that offer some type of warranty. That also comes with it, but I don't think the public can buy those, right? You have to buy them from the dealership.
You've got to buy it. Yeah, it's got to be like a certified repair place has to install it. So yeah, not anybody can just dive in. But we've been working with them, and then this other company just has just the etching thing, and Colorado was able to get a grant to buy a bunch of them. And so we're looking at how can we get these, and when we go to these etching events, because what's neat about that product, I think, is that when you put it on there, it goes into a database instead of just having your VIN etched on your cat and it's kind of out in la la land. This one actually requires it to go to a database that's then trackable. So let's say that a cat showed up at your place and it had this number on it.
Yep.
We could run it through that database and verify its validity that this car was crushed or or whatever it was disposed of. So
and that's our protocol. We have yet to actually see one with one of those acid wash or a VIN etch, but if we ever do, like, that's going to be a big red flag to us. And we've talked internally at our company to kind of incorporate that into our process. So if there is one, we're not going to release payment. And the nice thing about us, we have all the documentation where it came from. So if it is, we deal with primarily businesses and legit people, but if one did slip through the cracks somehow and they try to send us something stolen, we have all the documentation to get them prosecuted. Because we want to help fix the problem. We don't want to. That's always been our goal. And like by doing this, making a legit way to recycle your cats for your legit companies, it makes it that much better because we can, these guys are all legit, but this group might not be, this small group. And then we can help to finally prosecute them, maybe deter theft with a combination of your product, it's going to take all of us to kind of help fix this problem, and it's going to take time, but we're all in. I want to start offering your product on our website, so I'll talk to you after I quit recording this. So
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
And any other things to add for our customers?
If you haven't already, visit our website, and please let us know what make and model you have. We're happy to take you down, and every product that we release, we send out a promotional offer for those people who do leave their information with us, and we use that strictly to help get you an initial offering on the product when it does get released. So please visit our website at getcatsecurity.com, and follow us on social media. We're really starting to do a lot more on social media.
Cool.
And just follow us where you can, for sure.
We'll put it in the description so people can find your website easy. Okay.
Right on. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Pete. Let's do this again a little bit sooner, maybe in a few weeks or a month. Okay.
Done. You got it.
Okay. Thanks, buddy.
You bet.